Hey, Cap. I know I'm a little late with the readings, but let's see what's coming up for you guys with the remainder of August, at least. By the way, if you guys want to support the time and energy I put into these, please make sure you send stars, at least comment, share, subscribe, follow, or you can send donations. I'm going to put the links to where you can send donations, okay? Okay, I hadn't even asked the question, so no thank you. If it's meant to come out, it'll come out again. Remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you. It's not your story. Doesn't mean it's always going to be for you. Okay, so what's coming up for Cap the remainder of August? What's coming up for Capricorn the remainder of August? We've got the Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords, the Tower. What's coming up for King of Swords, the Sun, and the Wheel of Fortune? Wow. I was about to say Sag. Do you have Sag in your chart? Cap. Damn. You about to fall in love? So, I feel like there's somebody you love that you have deep regrets over. Either you feel like you've lost them or you're losing them. And you may be deciding that you need to make a choice. You need to make some sort of choice so that you don't lose this person. Oh, Lord. Now you've got ants everywhere. Sorry. Okay. Okay. All right, Cap. So let's see what's going on here. Starting off with the Lovers is a very powerful energy. The Lovers could indicate a choice, especially with this here as well, and the Two of Wands beneath the Lovers. You may be deciding between two people. What's interesting is that only you show up. Nobody else shows up with you. So you are making this choice about you, which honestly it should be. What is best for you? What works for you? Excuse me, my nose is acting up. I feel like one of the people that you're making a choice with, you feel very isolated from them. You may feel like you have to beg for attention, or it doesn't necessarily have to be that, but it feels like you're just not getting what you need. Now, that could also be due to the fact that you're showing up at the Two of Swords, not really expressing yourself either. So partially they're not giving you what you need, and the other half is you're not asking for what you need. You want this person to read your mind. And at some point, the fact that the Tower came out with the King of Swords is, I think you're going to tell them how you feel. But by this time, you're doing the classical holding back, because there's Libra moon, not wanting to fight, right? Not wanting arguments, not wanting to have disagreements. But you're feeling sad. You're feeling, especially with the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well, you're feeling sad, you're feeling left out in the cold. And so by the time you do speak, you're not kind about it. Interestingly enough, it's followed by the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. Could be speaking up was all that was needed. We've got happiness here, joy. With the Wheel of Fortune, you may feel like this is fated, this is destined to happen. Although there is pain, there are 3 swords here. So I'm going to clarify because I've already shuffled these. But this is a little bit all over the place. I'm a little confused. So let's clarify, because I need clarity myself to be able to be clear with you. Let's clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers. Wheel of Fortune. Again, interesting. The Death card and the Knight of Cups with the 3 of Wands. Hold on. Okay. Capricorn, you're waiting. You're waiting for somebody to notice how you feel, or you're waiting for somebody to apologize for having left you out in the cold. You're showing up with the Hangman, so you're like, I'm not going to do it. They've got to do it. You get a lot of major arcanas with whoever this person is. We've got Wheel of Fortune, could be Sag energy. Death card could be Scorpio. But we also got Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a very fated. It goes both ways because it's showing up twice. So both of you feel you're destined and fated to meet each other. But with the Death card here, there's been so much transformation due to this connection that with the Knight of Cups, you're in the mood to move forward. But with the 3 of Wands, you're like, I think I need to wait for them. You're waiting for somebody else to give you a sign of some sort. But this is showing up twice, right? It's showing up beneath the 3 of Wands. It's here where, like, you're waiting for this person to acknowledge that they're shutting you out. You're waiting for them to acknowledge that you're not getting the attention you want. Something of that sort. Let's clarify. Clarify 5 of Wands. No. Clarify 5 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, 2 of Swords, 8 of Wands. With the 10 of Cups. This is interesting because there's a lot of conflicting energies here. And I'm not sure if I'm picking up on you or them now. Because there's a desire for long term. I feel like that's you. There's the Ace of Cups. But the 2 of Swords is here twice, like not speaking of this ace. So Ace of Cups could represent a lot of things. Could represent forgiveness. It can represent an abundance of love. It's an abundance of emotion of some sort. Love, compassion, empathy, generosity. But then all of a sudden there's communication about it, which, like I said, the Tower is here, right? So there's something that you're holding back, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's like a release. This energy, I've said it before in other readings in the past. That's what it feels like here. It feels like you are holding back, but all you're doing is building tension. Think of it like an arrow, right? A bow and arrow. You're pulling the bow and arrow back, the taut string. I don't know what it's called. And you think, I'm just not saying it. But by the time you release, it'll come out a lot more impactful because you've been holding it for so long. And I think it has something to do with like being afraid. You're holding back because you're afraid. I'm not sure of what. Possibly heartache. Clarify Two of Swords. See what you're holding back or why. Clarify Two of Swords. Another decision. Two of Wands. Page of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Nine of Wands. So you're showing up in a lot of regret, which is what's really ironic to me. Because I feel like at some point, perhaps you and this person have ended things. Because we've got the Death card here, right? Perhaps this person has moved on. And now you feel left out in the cold. You feel regretful, but you also don't want to tell them that you regret this. See, there's that waiting energy again. You're waiting to see if they come and tell you that they regret it. When honestly, I mean, this is... If this love feels as powerful as what I'm feeling through the channeling, it's like you don't want to fight for it. You don't want to have to fight for it because you're afraid that you are risking your dignity. You're afraid that it puts you in a weaker position. But you're getting close with the Two of Wands. You're getting close to the point of deciding, should I say something? Should I do something? With the Page of Pentacles, maybe should I ask this person out for coffee? Because you're really regretful. You're sad. But with the Knight of Wands, you also, and the Knight of Swords, both of these knights are action. Both of these. And so that's the Two of Swords. You're holding back taking action. You're holding back expression, communication. Clarify the Tower. Nine of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, the World, and the Fool. I was about to say, Capricorn, the longer you hold back, the more this person gets used to being single. There you show up as King of Swords again. You know what's interesting? You're showing up as the King of Swords, but you're showing up as someone who's uncomfortable with communication, which is really interesting because King of Swords should be the highest form of communication. He's swords. He's the highest evolvement of the swords. But with the Page of Wands, this is telling me that you're uncomfortable with it. You want to keep it at a certain level. You're afraid to go deeper, and that's weakening you, whether you realize it or not. You're too indecisive, which the King of Swords normally is not. So I want to say you're not in the best energy of King of Swords. You're kind of like, I don't read reversals, but if you were to read the King of Swords reversed, I feel like that's the energy you're portraying right now. Just being cold and distant and not really being your best self. Let me put it that way. What's shocking to you? I think this is why you're holding back, which is, I don't know what to say. The Tower. You're shocked. You're shocked because this person that I think things ended with is happy. They may be looking forward to a new beginning, or they may have started a new beginning. They're investing elsewhere. They've closed this chapter with you. They've freed themselves. That's what shocked you. I don't think you were ready for that. I don't think you were expecting that. I think you thought that they were just as sad as you were, or they were just as desirous of communication, and that they would come back to you. And so you were waiting, wanting to be in control, because if they came to you, then they would have to apologize and you would grant them an apology and things would move forward. And then that didn't happen. Clarify King of Swords. 9 of Pentacles, Empress, and the Lovers. Capricorn. You're showing up really embattled with yourself. Because a piece of you really wants to just move forward. It's almost like you're angry that you can't release them as easily as they released you. Because you're giving the energy of like, I am fine where I am. I live a life of luxury. I have everything I need. I don't need anything else. But you do. You see this person as the Empress. I would venture to say that you dream about them. That you daydream about them. Maybe not dream at night, but you daydream about holding them. You may even, because he looks like a ghost, you may even astral travel to them. Whatever it is you do, you really want to be a part of this Empress's life. But you're embattled because a piece of you is like, no, just move on. Just let it go. Well, maybe that's what's necessary. Maybe once you move on is when you step into the sun. Clarify a sun card. 3 of Pentacles. Tower again. Queen of Wands and 8 of Pentacles. Wow, what the Hierophant. I told you when I did this part of the reading, before I clarified, I feel like you're not going to be able to take it. Like you're trying to stay very controlled, but at some point you're going to say something. You may say it in a very harsh way, but you finally communicate. Because you want a new beginning. You want this Ace of Pentacles with this Empress. So I think what you're communicating, the Sun card, is you communicating out of nowhere, because I don't think this person expects this. They took the ending seriously. They're like, well, we both moved on. We're both done. And then you tell them what you want is commitment. I think it's going to blindside them, if I'm being honest. 3 of Pentacles. You don't want to let go of the strong foundation that has been built. And I'm saying foundation because the rest has been destroyed. The rest has been knocked down. But you're like, but we have a strong foundation we can rebuild. Because you really want this person. It's interesting to me that you're showing up as opposites. King of Swords is air. Queen of Wands is fire. So it's almost like without this person, your world is cold almost. When this person comes in, it's warm. It's bright. This person is your sun. And I don't mean S-O-N, I mean S-U-N. They are the sun to you. And you want to put in the work. You want to put in the work to make this happen. You don't want to lose this person. And we show up with the Hierophant. So you may get your wish granted. Let's see. Clarify the wheel. We get the Star card, 3 of Wands, and King of Swords again. Oh, man. Here's the thing, Cap. This is a general reading, so it's going to apply differently to different people. I'm going to say about 75% of you The Tower could represent the realization that this person is your son. You may not ever communicate that. And for those 75% of you that don't ever communicate that, with the Wheel, this person moves on. They may become famous with the Star, and you may stay waiting because you were waiting for them to come back to you, but I don't think they're gonna. And for 25% of you, you fight this. You fight this energy of just moving on. You're like, no, I want to take action. I'm going to take action. I'm going to make this happen. So for 25% of you, I think your wish is granted. And you have something to look forward to because you were decisive, because there's 2 Kings of Swords. So for some of you, you just stay in the energy of coldness, of silence. For 25% of you, you evolve. You go from this king, whose colors are very muted, to this king, whose colors are a lot more bright, almost evolving into the highest form of the King of Swords, which is, comfortable with communication. Only you know, Cap, which King of Swords you're going to be. Because I feel like this one has a lot of ego because he has insecurities, right? He sees the Empress is above him, and he doesn't want to admit that he sees her that way because his ego is so like, I don't want to ever let her know I see her as above me in any way. Because you think that she will use that against you. So it's coming from this place of paranoia, fear, insecurity. Not the best place for the king. This king doesn't give a fuck if she knows that. Because it's like, I don't care. I'm still the King of Wands. I still know I'm attractive. I still know I'm intelligent. I still bring a lot to the table. And I feel like with her, I would reach Emperor level. So why would I not tell her that? So let's see. What's the advice for Cap? What's the last message for Cap? Seeing beyond. Interesting. Let's read number 36. Vision. The capacity to imagine something, to look beyond the material, beyond the obvious, the realm of the transpersonal, options and possibilities, getting out of your own way and discarding your projected outcomes. Do you consider things only within the framework of what you already know? Or can you allow yourself to see beyond, into the vastness of potential? We are all gifted with the magical ability of imagination, and when we open to it, we become a conduit for a divine vision greater than our own. There are 2 ways to view the world and co-create with it. One is from a face value perspective. What you see is what you get. The second is allowing your imagination to see beyond what something is right now and move into a place that doesn't yet exist in the material world. In this cosmic playground of possibilities, you see into a future where anything you imagine has the potential to become real. If you use your imagination faithfully and consciously, avoiding the traps of fearful projection and drama, you can connect to any reality you truly want to experience. When you open yourself even further, you're often gifted with a divine vision. As a practice, you can reimagine that vision over and over to strengthen it. As you channel these visions through you, you become a superconductor for the world. Today, know that your vision, what you imagined forming in the invisible, will be delivered into the material world. Don't worry about the timing of things. That is in the hands of the universe. Your job is to continue to imagine, take a few steps forward, then imagine some more. The universe's job is to make it real. What a fabulous partnership. Well, the question is, Cap, can you see beyond your fear? Can you see beyond your ego? Can you see beyond the tip of your nose? Because if you're looking at things in a very 3D way, I think that this may not happen. Like I said, for 75% of you, it won't happen because you can't see beyond what's right in front of you. For 25%, I think it will. But it has to do with how comfortable you are with your inner vision, how comfortable you are with yourself. Okay? All right, don't act out of insecurity, Capricorn. That's going to be my final message. I'm going to end the reading here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. And I will see you guys when I do September readings. Bye-bye.